It's the K-Rugby MTG Show.
Me and my wife are celebrating our 1-year anniversary tonight. I already cooked us a romantic lunch with some New York strip steak. Made a fresh chimichurri sauce to pour over it. And then my sides were mini potatoes that I'd baked with like Italian spices and olive oil and Parmesan cheese. And they got nice and they were cooked like perfect. And then I sauteed some asparagus and tossed it in a miso glaze with some shallots and some garlic. Anyway, it was goddamn delicious. I didn't nail the steak, but overall, I think it was like one of the best meals I've cooked. I was really happy with it. I don't know what to do here. I'm just going to take Delta. Maybe we'll be some 5-color value pile. You're working on getting good at pan sauces to complement them? Nice. Yeah, so earlier on this year, I got a quarter of a cow to fill up my chest freezer. And that was just like a stupid good decision finances-wise, because we've just had protein in the freezer at a really good price when like meat prices went crazy this year. So we locked it in early, and the meat's really high quality. But I'm going to grab this Hydroponics Architect. It works really well with fetches, so that's cool. But that like high quality grass beef, I was really enjoying in like chilies and roasts and stuff. But when I cooked it just in steak form to like highlight the flavor of the meat itself, the grass-fed beef has like a slightly different taste to it than corn finished beef or whatever it is. Grain finished beef. And that wasn't quite landing for me, but Inquisition or Trainer, huh? Let's grab that Inquisition. Or maybe I want Siphoner. Let's do this. But that chimichurri sauce that I had on it today really fucking sucked the landing for me. Covered up that slight, like, earthy aftertaste. Long story short, extremely long-winded and pointless story short. I would also like to get better at pan sauces to complement steaks. We grabbed this dam or this dig through time. You're also convincing her to get a chest freezer? Nice. Yeah, we actually got a chest freezer recently. I have not, or we got a vacuum sealer recently. I've not used it yet because we got it like right before we went on the trip to Montana a few weeks back. So I feel like I should be grabbing this Gloomlake Verge, but Fable is so good. How do you just pass Fable? A Dragon's kind of good too. Is this a signal? Just seeing Fable here. I'm just going to take the dual land. No, I'll take the dragon. All right, I've got a dragon. Scalding Tarn. Nice. Yeah, it sucks that we're passing stock up, but again, Architect is really good with these fetches. I suppose the dig through time, huh? Filling up our graveyard. Your family has a quarterly bean subscription, and high-quality heirloom beans are best friends with chest freezer meat. I've never heard of heirloom beans. This sounds awesome. Unique flavors and textures. I never thought about going fancy on beans, but it seems like a pretty affordable thing to go fancy on. Just like going fancy on tea is a lot more affordable than going fancy on scotch. Nice to give yourself a little treat every once in a while. without breaking the bank. I'm going to go ahead and grab this Breeding Pool, just in case. The Charted Course is fine. 3-mana removal spells, kind of whatever. You get it, and they taste so good, but they're low-key very expensive. Heirloom Beans. The website that I found is calling it like $7 for a 1-pound bag. I don't think $7. I mean, obviously, it's more expensive than regular beans by a lot, but if it's something fancy for a couple meals, I don't mind spending $7. Seems like a Thundertrap Trainer deck, doesn't it? Jailer just watched this show on Netflix. Technically, they do quick cooking tutorials. Had a great one on cooking a steak from a cold pan. Flipping more often. Just searing? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of found that out just through trial and error when I was making a bunch of pan-seared steaks. I noticed that I was getting a way more consistent cook if I was just flipping it constantly, as opposed to like the conventional wisdom for the longest time was you set it, and then 3 minutes later you flip it once, and it had to sit there in contact with the pan to seal in the juices. And now in the days of YouTube, there's people that are like doing tests, and they're like, "No, we can show you. That's fucking that's terrible. Don't do that." Just flip it a bunch. Let the heat have more time to do the thing. Someone played a Quandrix against me the other game. It looked kind of cool. There's also a Doomblade, which seems like pretty solid removal in this format. I kind of wonder that the Quandrix is going to have too much piddly shit to cascade into here. Let's take the Doomblade. Cast Iron's great for lots of flipping. Yep. Yeah, I also prefer the Reverse Sear. Perfect to cook every single time. Takes way less like babying. And Reverse Sear is like a pretty good way to cook a steak from frozen too. When I found out that you could cook steaks from frozen really well, that was a huge game changer. So we don't have red mana, but Kolaghan's Command certainly seems like the sort of card I'd want here. Maybe I'm just supposed to grab Phantom Interference, just to have any counters here at all. I have Tarn. I do have a Tarn, yeah. Wanton Tarnation. Both fetches get the Savai Triome. Kind of interesting. Huge Chrome Mox fan, but I don't think this is a Chrome Mox deck. Might grab this Malevolent Rumble. Could also take the Triome and just keep going deep on multicolored business, even though we're just a straight blue-black deck so far. The thing I like about Rumble is that it just fills up our graveyard real nice for that dig-through time. The fuck do you do? When enter, secretly choose a card in your graveyard and conjure a duplicate to your hand. Is this just a weird Eternal Witness? Flash Menace Ward. I don't know. You're asking about Yell, Mark. Y-E-L-L-E. French pop musician. Almost like that Deathrite Shaman. Just grabbing every fucking Tri-land. We won't have enough playables. I think we're gonna have plenty of playables. Oh shit, the Proto-Man. For a long time, my vinyl for this album, Act 2, was the schwankiest vinyl in my collection. They released like this gold special edition thing that had a pop-up book that like showed the city that the album set in and stuff. But I very recently got a vinyl shipped from Europe. Am I still low on Quandrix? Maybe it's a Fires deck the whole time. Hey, Kolaghan's Command Wheel, nice. What was I saying? Oh, I finally got this vinyl that I got shipped from Europe, and it came. The artist, the musician who made it, created like a handcrafted box, like wooden box, to ship the vinyl in, and he only made like 40 of them or something. And the band, the band that he did it for isn't his main band. It's just him and one other guy doing this like interesting proggy stuff, and I can't actually find the album itself online. So like buying this like exclusive vinyl thing was the only way I could actually listen to the album. I was like, you know what, deal. The only hint I found of it online is a review on some German site. I actually really want that Abrade. I'm going to take this Triome. I'm going to keep stacking Triomes. Oh, that's very cool, Plunder Buddy. Heck of an artist, that Watsky. Anyway, I'm a big sucker for that sort of thing. I think a lot of Magic players are, as we collect signatures to bling out our decks and stuff. Obscure printings and what. 3 of the Tri-lands tap for red. Kind of nice. Could be nice to have a Surveil land to tutor up. We're not really white right now, though. We have like 10 lands here, and I'm grabbing another one. I don't know what else I would snag, though. This is all really not my stuff. Maybe this. AC says, collecting vinyl is great. I teach, and it's amazing how many kids are getting into physical media and the backlash of all the sub fees. Yeah. There's something nice about the ritual of it, Yeah, that Anger the Gods would be good here, but I'm going to grab this Nightclub Bouncer. We passed Dam earlier, and I think that's the only other sweeper that we've seen. Bouncer's fucked up, though. Hard one to pass. Cursed Scrolls are now $90. I gotta sell my Cursed Scrolls. I actually heard that Cursed Scrolls were climbing, and I scooped some gold border ones because the shop I play pre-modern at lets you use gold border cards. Well, here's a sweeper anyway. This card hurts my eyes to try and figure out what it does. Yeah, I think I'm going to sell a shitload of pre-modern cards in the near future. Seems like a deck for the Kami War, Consult and Weft Walking, both interesting. I know we have a shitload of lands already, but I think I want that Steam Vents. So right now we need like 4 playables. Right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But this could be an 18 land deck pretty easily. Intuition's like $400. Yeah, I kind of regret selling my intuitions. Oh well. Sublime, eh? It's a real card. Onslaught fetches are insane now. Yeah, I sold I had original Onslaught artist proofs that I sold at auction kind of recently. I think they all went for like somewhere between 1 and 2K. Shit's wild. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one in your hand, the rest of the bottom of your library in any order. Proliferate. Hey, another fetch. Pre-modern sick, though. Pre-modern is sick. I saw a list for that Gamekeeper Rock deck that people have been tooling with. I think I'm going to put it together. Basically, when I saw that Terravor had been reprinted and was only like a $2 card, I was like, okay. I'll build this shit. Gamekeeper Rock, so it's a bunch of just like green black rock stuff, like deeds and duresses and stuff. But then it plays Gamekeepers, Wastelands, Terravors. Wow, the Left Walking and Consult came back. Maybe Left Walking was better. I'm a little bit low on win cons. We actually have some cuts to make. I think Banishing Light, we're a little bit light on removal. But I think Banishing Light is kind of awkward in this format. There's just a lot of things that disenchant. I think I can cut this Thirst for Meaning. I don't think this basic Swamp is doing much of anything for me. Oh, I guess we have some black in the early game. I think we can cut a forest. I want to get another mountain in here. That would be like 10, 9, 9, 9, 6. Maybe this is good. Oh, I was thinking about going up to 18 land. That's right. You're too smooth-brained to understand how to use Shigeki. You tap a colorless and a green and you activate it. Or it gets exiled and it does nothing. Been in all those beautiful lands. So we have 5 colors here. So the legend can make 1 mana of any color, and I'll be able to play this Kami War if that's what I want to do. Was really hoping that the Legend of Roku would would set up my next land drop for next turn, and then I'd be getting 2 cards off of it. Assume they've got a counter, but I guess they'll counter whatever I play here. Simply Cole's looking for a win rate fast deck to power through Diamond and best of 1 with. I would look at Untap GG. I am an Untap GG affiliate. There's a link in the description, but like if you're looking for just the fastest, highest win rate, best of 1 deck, they've got a really nice interface for that. I'm gonna find the best deck, standard meta decks. You can sort by whatever you want, win rate, all of that, cards that are in your deck, whether you're what tier you're at, best of 1, standard. You want to do one of the other formats? That's all there. The Chrome Dome, sure. Well, we'll see how this will resolve. Well, poop, huh? These quenches have been rocking my world, huh? That Kolaghan's command would have been so good earlier. Maybe I'm just supposed to hold it up, and hope they play into it. I'm supposed to drown and Nicker this Muyanling. 1 line to just, like, survive the turn. Yeah, I don't even know if that works. I think I am just borked. The issue is that the Chrome Dome can copy the Legion Extruder. Yep. Yeah, my deck needed a sweeper or two. We would have been like pretty good at finding it with all our filtering and stuff. Or maybe some kind of hitting some black mana, but we do this Preordain. We're going to fire off the Preordain before we play our land next turn because a lot of our sources are these tri-lands. So if you shock yourself with Steam Vents and Preordain turn 1, it doesn't actually get you to where you're going fast enough a lot of the time. Am I getting any arena directs in today? I don't think so. There are quite a lot of things I would rather do than spend 8,000 gems to try to win Spider-Man booster boxes. Hey, 'tis but a scratch. Thanks for the 20 months. That's what, 40 bucks? It sounds right. Wow, they just do not have anything going on, huh? Yeah, I feel like I could do the time to fucking hash out why that EV is terrible, but it seems pretty intuitive. Just collect my 2-for-1 here. So it looks like Marvel's price isn't actually much better than Spider-Man's. Marvel's like 120 bucks. Whereas Spider-Man is like 120. Marvel is fun to draft. That's true. just in case we consult for a green source that the architect hit. A little bit worried about decking, so I'm not going to cast this Malevolent Rumble. I think it's fine, J-Man. I'm, like, kind of glad the EV doesn't look great. I was excited to try out this cube today. Nice, Crazy Carl. Yeah, so far Innistrad, I preferred Innistrad to this one. I have a feeling that multicolored sludge might just be the thing to be doing. Yeah, cheers, Rock Eater. Some of the archetypes feel half-assed. I don't know about half-assed Scuff Proof. The archetypes that I've drafted, so like I started with ninjas and then I did artifacts. They just didn't feel like they were as good as just casting value cards, you know, like regular limited bombs smashing into each other. So that's why I drafted this like 5-color pile here. And even though this deck I think has some problems, like I think it's missing a sweeper or two to be like truly good. I think it feels better already in context of like lining up against what my opponents are doing. Doomblade seems like it was a great draw. Before that, my play was turn to Azurescale. Just gonna pop that now, only tapped out. And then next turn, if I don't draw a land, I think I'm gonna Azurescale for a land. Do that before my land drop because we have so many come to play tap lands in the deck. Calyx is snowballing. Oh yeah, I'm glad I popped it real fast. I just got to do this. Then Nightclub Bouncer can maybe answer that token. Oh, hey. Nice that they land one thing to grab with the Gear Hulk. I guess that means they only have two things in the deck, right? The Elvish Mystic and the Trudge. Do I think we're gonna get new companions? I do not. That would surprise me. Wow, I can just play Titan on one of the fucking odds, Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to gain 5 life there. I think they tried to do it restricted last time, and then they realized that a free card is worth some pretty heavy restrictions. The fact that they had to like staple +3 mana onto them, and then they were still too good. A companion-like ability, but not the actual companion. Like make it closer to learn or something. You hated Mutate? I thought Mutate was fine. Apparently I was just supposed to hold up that Phantom Interference. Doesn't matter, right? I just have all 5. You forgot about this band? Everyone forgets about Vast. GG. You love Vast? I'm a fan. Hell of a description. The band everyone forgets about. Yeah, but people remember them, though. Not every band that put out, like, 2 albums gets remembered, right? Otherwise, I'd be happy to. Rotisserie's a snake draft? Yeah. Yep. And then usually you would open a pack and do the whole pack, but we're just doing like 1 round of picks and then moving on to the next booster. So it's gonna end up being a bit more high powered. Oh, the next person drafted Crocus too. I'm glad I didn't try and wheel it. Turn 2, I'm gonna have to decide between Architect and Shigeki. Ooh, I think that moved me towards the Architect. Because next turn I'll just be able to fetch out a draw spell. The screen's cut off. Oh, my apologies. Sorry. Appreciate the heads up. I appreciate y'all getting a roto command in there. There's a chance we use it. There's a chance we're still drafting tomorrow, huh? Face up, Rider Dime. Jables rocks. Yeah, he's all right. Let's not give him a swelled head. I'm committed to every roto draft in the Discord until end of time. Not sure about all that. So I think I'm disposed to Savai Triome and Drown Nicker this Weaver. But I'm not going to do that. Oh, Brutal Rider Dime. Grinding trees all day. I'm getting so punished for not drowning nickering the Weaver last turn. My things, my beautiful things. Oh, the dragon's instant, nice. So I can like EOT, tutor up a land. Kind of dig that. How do we feel about Nettle Cyst? I'm going to counter that. Oh shit, I got the draw card one. The dig through time is live. I think I'm just supposed to pass here. Should consider if I want to rebuy things. I don't think I do. Yeah. Hello. Blue, red, white, black, green. I'm going to do this. Yay. It's just so easy to fire off a cube draft. Comes an artifact. Each permanent card in your hand comes an enchantment. Interesting. Well, the Jailer is kind of worthless against me. I'm just going to grab that 2-drop. You better have a Goblins deck in Pre-Modern. I do not. I have Elves. But I just played a dragon. Jim Davis is the one with Javelins. I played a solid amount of Goblins in Legacy. Is Angry Kitty a pre-modern Goblin deck? Not really. Alright, it's 3 or greater, not 3 or less. Sure. Really like that dragon, but yeah, I'll grab it. Gonna exile the one that draws cards. Feels kind of mean, doesn't it? Hey, what's up, Magic Mac? So if I use Kolaghan's command to rebuy Nashi, I'll get to get another copy of the Kami War. Kind of sick. Okay. Any cool ninja gameplay today? I tried playing ninjas. I got my shit rocked against people playing multicolored value sludge. And then I tried artifacts, and I got rocked by people playing multicolored value sludge, and I'm trying multicolored valued sludge, and it's doing pretty well. This hand looks keepable. Are we going to get rocked on the draw against a red aggro deck? We need a Dave emote? We really do, yeah. Titan is so funny. Titan kind of saved my ass earlier. Could get Breeding Pool to play towards the Titan, or I could get Steam Vents to play towards this Legend of Roku. Do I have double red already? I do. Cool. Yeah, we don't really have the sweepers to clean that thing up. Could Shock Self play Trainer. I guess I like that. Getting their loot on, sure. Played a little slow. You could slam the Legend of Roku here, but I think it's okay to wait a turn. Try and bounce something. The value. A mana rock that impulsed when it came into play would be pretty respectable. I could bounce the token and then eat the trainer so I don't have the mana rock. I was planning on bouncing this Unctus and making them replay the shit. Let's do this. Let's bounce here and then eat the other two. Oh, that's way better. Because the bouncer can block here, and then the 1/1 can get blocked by the 1/2. They're just looting it away. Like, I don't want to spend 5 mana on this. Fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like this was a very good bouncer turn. Oh, and they looted away Antiquities War. The Nashi could rebuy the fetch, and then I could just play the Coldsteel Heart instead of Titan. I really want to play this Legend of Roku. Are you having a good time, Dave? He's looking at me because I said his name. He always likes to, You're doing good. You're good, puppy. He likes to, dig before he lays down. So he was just getting comfortable. And I had to go and call him out. I was hoping the disenchant on this Titan would be good. But I'd have to wait a turn on it to hit the patchwork. I think I'd rather just make a pile of bodies here. It does say secretly choose, yeah. Yeah, we were not running out of cards that game, Yeah, my big concern with this deck was the lack of sweepers. But it's kind of felt like we've had enough interaction. Just doing counters and spot removal as we made land drops. I was planning on training, but I think I'm going to bin this scale for a land. That's what I'm going to do now. The Innistrad version seems better. I thought the Innistrad version was like pretty well balanced, where you could try like a bunch of different archetypes and they were all might be a bit of an issue. I'm going to secretly choose the one card in my graveyard. Does the bouncer see any playing constructed? Nah. It's like almost interesting in Esper Blink in Legacy. That's a deck. Stuffed to the gills with things to do. Yeah, me. Thinking about running this Coldsteel Heart out on blue. And I'm going to have red, blue, green. Wouldn't quite work. Yeah, it needs to be black. I'll name black. There's a double black card in the deck somewhere anyway. Taking a lot of damage. Don't love it. This thing can come back from the graveyard for an extra 4 too. It's like on board they have 4, and then there's that thing. Jesus. That Titan would be a really good stabilizing play. The issue is I don't think I get to live that long because it's going to come back with Trample. I'm only at 3. This thing has Trample too. Cool. Seems pretty reasonable. No Triland. Very rare for this deck to not have a Triland. Especially considering the fetches. We don't have any white cards except for the Kami Saga, so I don't want to name white. We do have a double red and we do have a double black, so I think I want to name one of those. I'm going to go ahead and name black. It means that I can play another card and still have access. I can play a different land if I draw it and still have access to like Kolaghan's Command if I want to this turn. I like Kolaghan's Command rebuying Nashi, but I also like Nashi rebuying Kolaghan's Command. I guess they just do that thing, huh? Who am I going on a date with? Wouldn't you like to know? I think I gotta counter that fucking thing. Which is annoying, because then the... Oh, no, they haven't leveled this up, so it's not gonna grow. Okay, cool. Probably shouldn't be letting them YOLO attack like that. It is a ninja format. I almost like grabbing the Phantom Interference to answer that Kugla eventually, but I guess I'll grab Kolaghan's Command. You know it, JRC. Well, burninated. Two of them? That's too much. 3? Come on. 4? What, that's it? Market destroyed. Should have done this on their upkeep. They would have had one less card to choose. And they're discarding. That's alright. This becomes a thing. They're all pretty good. We have 3 green already. Are we good on our other colors? Yeah, we got black, white, red. Yeah, we're good. Papa Cugs coming down. The no blocks there is wild. I think I just want to play this as a flyer and kill them. Oh, the Menace. Well, they've got Doomblade. They can hit the Titan. I guess we'll do tank, kill them. So many abilities on these new cards, They took their own life. Right, on board, they could have blocked Nashi and then support the old stream. Is this for all the marble skulls? It is. Ooh. Okay. Did I see the new busted Minotaur that's going to finally break Didgeridoo? I did not. Can you believe I only own one Didgeridoo? The card. I have a play set of like actual Didgeridoos, but in terms of Magic cards, just the one. Who's the fucking? Is it from The Hobbit? Hobbit doesn't have Minotaurs, right? A mystery booster commander. Can somebody link me? The Trigon Predator is going to attack and pop my Architect. Oh, thanks, Xander. 7 mana, 4/4. A deck with this commander can have any land cards. When Grizzlegom, Jesus Christ, attacks, create a 1/1 soldier for each planes you control. Draw a card for each island you control. Each opponent loses life for each swamp you control. I guess this is the island one, huh? It's relevant for Legacy. I guess this doesn't really interact with ninjutsu, huh? Making it cost more. Pretty good card. I guess Nashi can rebuy Doomblade for that thing, is the idea. My first GP top 8, I was playing Quad Trigon Predators in a blue-green survival. Millions and millions of years ago. Maybe I chill, huh? At least we got a nice, interesting game here on the final game of the run. Return one non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Exile, return from the battlefield, eggs transformed. Oh, that's fine. Oh, man. Just thinking about applied geometry the Kami Worm. I think it would exile itself. It wouldn't come back as a 6/6. Are they going to get the disenchant? They're going to get the disenchant. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, the thought of Kolaghan's commanding back Nashi. Flying double team when you recast a spell during an opponent's turn. Craft a card from its spell book, then discard a card. And what's double team again? A creature with double team attack, so it's not a token. Get a duplicate to your hand. Okay. It's gotta be annoying as shit, huh? Oh, I didn't even realize it was giving things flash. That's hilarious. Only he has flash. That says it perpetually gains flash. I could have played that Kami War mid-combat. I'm such a fool. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Does the new one have double flash? It does not. It took so many casts of the Kami War before I finally got to attack with an Ogachi. That art is so good. I've always been just stunned by the art on the Kami War in Ogachi. Okagachi. Yeah. My brain was just not reading right. Sick. We got the trophy. We ground them out. Yeah, one of the things about these value sludge decks, right? Like, if you can get into the mid game and you're not just dead, it's basically impossible to catch up on cards unless you're also a value sludge deck. It has a bunch of haymakers on the top end. We were never running out of cards that game. Cool little loop there at the end. Hey, thanks, Nitronium.